like this. I was thinking about a transition. I've been in my role or at the same organization for about 6 years, and I was coming up around the point where it's like I was thinking about doing something else, thinking about how I could give and serve and work in a different way. And being in human resources, I'm pretty familiar with lots of search engines and websites and resumes and that sort of thing, and like LinkedIn and profiles and this and that. And it's like, okay, I have that foundational understanding. I get it. I have read through tons of resumes. I've redone my resume, had my resume redone, but I felt like some of this work was a lot more than that. It was really reaching inside and really just thinking about like, who has God called me to be for this time, especially during a pandemic. So what had I done in the past? Like I've, updated my resume, used my network, posted on LinkedIn. So I'd done all of the regular HR things, but I really hadn't looked at okay, well, especially with the assessment, the HAB assessment, it's like I had really never looked at, okay, how do I relate my strengths exactly to a role? I know the roles that I'm interested in, but how could that help me to build my confidence and kind of who God called me to be? So that's, I think, the difference in this and what I've done in the past. In the past, it had just been like, this is HR, this is what you do. You're looking for a job, you update your resume, you tell your network, and you apply. And that may happen 100 times over, and eventually you'll find a job, So that's why I wanted to try something different. I wanted to try a different path. Well, one thing I appreciated was the consistency, because just having especially when it was weekly, because it's like, you're not going to go to class without having prepared. So it's like, it kept the accountability. Another thing that I appreciated about it was a takeaway for me was like, well, God's will often is not like a specific event, like show me your will for this one specific thing. It's like, it's a lifestyle. It's like a state of being. It's like, so for me, that was, I don't know, it really was a mindset shift. I think also taking the assessment was great learning for me, because oftentimes an assessment is like, you're good at this and you're bad at this. Okay. Or we get feedback and it's like, okay, these are your strengths, these are your weaknesses, right? Like, so that's often been like what how the world has defined different things. You get an annual review. It's like, you did this really well, this didn't go so well. But this assessment, I thought was really interesting in how we talked about it and related it to scripture, in that it was an assessment to tell you where you stood and how that translates. It wasn't like, because you're low on this, that means you're bad at, it was like, it helped me to really see like, okay, well, I just like to see the big picture, all the little details. And it's okay, because sometimes you just need to solve the problem and not get bogged down in the details. So it was helping me to see how my giftings in a different way that I hadn't seen them before. So all of that to say, my experience I really enjoyed my experience. I think the accountability, I think the mindset shift, and I think just really learning about my abilities in a different way was really helpful to me. I think the reminder that we are created in God's image, created for his work. I think that reminder in so many different ways was really, really helpful. It was very practical. It was very, I think it will enhance our work life, our spiritual lives, our lives with our friends, with our family. I think just being reminded of that in such a different way, from the videos, from the scriptures, from the assessment, like I think overall, like that reminder really transforms mindsets. And I think once you're thinking different, so much could be different. So I think that was the biggest takeaway for me. Yes, I'm excited that I have a new role. It's with a global organization. I'm in human resources, but specifically employee benefits. So I'm really excited about that, and I'm learning a different side of benefits that I have not really experienced before. Because there's a lot of mergers, acquisitions work, a lot of budgeting, and the side of benefits that I really have not been exposed to before. And man, this assessment just told me why I took it. Why did I do that? Because in order for me to make decisions, I need to have had the experience. So yeah. I found another role. I started about a month ago. I would say do it. Like, just make the time, clear your calendar, and like commit to it. Like, we can commit to so many things. Like, we could binge watch a show and commit to, like, you binge watch one thing and it's like 8 hours of your life. Like, seriously, like, commit to yourself. Like, do it, whether it's a couple hours a week, like, we spend that time doing things that really don't add any value to ourselves or to the world. Like, or it does, we spend so much time. Like, I would say just do it and commit to it.